So, today we're going to answer the question of which is the better mainstream cheap American beer, Coors Banquet or Bud Light. Budweiser.
Started over.
Fucked it. Yeah, already fucked it up.
Top.
All right, let's just start drinking. There we are. Cheers.
It's not very good, is it?
No. I mean, it's
not good.
Well, I mean, for what it is, right?
Yeah.
You can't compare this to microbreweries.
They're better in the bottle, too. That's how I like my banquets.
Bottle versus can. Yeah, it tastes like corn.
Mm-hmm.
Tastes like Iowa.
Yeah, there's definitely zero hops.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's some. There's probably like 5 IBU or something. Maybe 8.
They just like sprinkle 5 hops.
Oh,
that thing. It's like, just the hint.
If you put piss in this, like a little bit of piss, no one would notice.
No, absolutely not.
You know I don't know why I think this is an Australian joke. I somehow remember it as that. As the old joke, American beer is a lot like making love in a canoe. Fucking close to water.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
For some reason, I think that's Australian. I don't know why.
It could be. They have canoes in Australia.
Yeah, probably.
They have one. I guess, yeah.
It's surrounded by ocean.
Yeah, I know. They're like, who canoes?
Like, no one would live there if there wasn't water.
Yeah, that's true. They do have, yeah. Okay. Bottles.
Yeah, this was a tough one to describe because the last couple we did those craft beers, those pale ales.
Yeah,
and we had fun just trying to guess what flavors there were and then reading the bottle to see how wrong we were.
And this is just like water and corn.
Yeah, no.
It's just
got
water
it.
and corn.
No, it's
Figured
beer
it
for
out.
the non-pretentious.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's good. It gets the job done.
Well, it is much cheaper, so it's it's got its place because the craft beers are way tastier, but they're so damn expensive.
If I'm going,
If you want to drink 30 at a time or something,
yeah.
You know.
No, that's fair. 30, yeah. If I'm going cheap, I usually go Rainier or Bush, though. I'm not gonna
Bush?
lie.
Rainier, yeah. But
Bush?
Bush sucks.
No, Bush.
well, this is why I want to drink these things at the same time.
Yeah.
So because I think I like Banquet over Budweiser, but I only have had them months apart. So
Yeah,
I
well,
don't
that's the
really
bottle
know.
I like them. I don't know, man. It all tastes so similar.
Yeah.
It's hard. Yeah, it's really hard to say.
But still, we were going to try and figure out over time what our top picks are for the cheap crap beer as well,
I just had like
because it's an important question to answer.
shit beer showdown, where it's just like a lineup of like all of the shit ones. And we can have shit beer light showdown, all the light ones.
Oh God, that's right, the light beer.
Are there any good light beers?
No. Well, maybe, I don't know.
The least that could be the thing. It's just the least
bad,
shit
yeah.
light
Yeah.
beer.
I like the aesthetic of Miller Lite. Like the cans look cool.
Yeah. No.
But they suck.
Miller 64, dude. Where's Miller 64? Those ads were always so. I was like, damn, I wish I could drink because I was like 15. I like watching this. Never was having such a good time.
Have you seen? There's that like parody of a beer commercial South Park does.
Yes.
Like, sex, dancing, shop, party, money, cocaine, sex. Please drink responsibly.
So weird.
You fucking this girl.
Yeah. I love it. So.
I'll give Budweiser this though. As far as advertisements go, they have some hilarious advertisements from I think like the 80s.
Oh, I'm sure.
You got this. They had this dog was a mascot for a while, Spuds McKenzie. I don't know if that's ringing a bell for either of you.
Yes.
No,
And
I
it
just
was
remember
just
the party dog.
Yeah, it's the party dog, and they just have like a dog surrounded by beautiful women and be on like a skateboard.
I think they were the first company to like couple sex and alcohol in ads.
I believe it.
Yeah, the first like beer company. I feel like I heard that somewhere.
What about like the Beardstein girls with the tits?
Yeah, I guess that's as old as time.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a better way to describe this than what did you say? Corn flavored water.
Corn,
Yeah,
it's like if you put like corn puffs in a bowl of water.
No, I mean you can taste the alcohol in it, which is good.
And it's like effervescent. Like,
Yeah, like I take
It's
this
a
over
little
a
bit
fruity
sweet.
drink. You can taste the alcohol. You know what you're getting in it, but at the end of the day,
I'll
there's
say
no
this.
real flavor.
Yeah, you can't
Eventually,
really.
right?
You're trying to say what kind of flavors it's got, and you're kind of coming up with a blank. But at least, and this is probably the highest praise these cheap American beers can get, the flavors it does have are not particularly offensive.
Oh, no.
Have you seen the video of the mustard? There's a video of
I don't think I have the video of the
I
mustard.
have it somewhere, but I'm standing there, I'm like this, and I'm holding a burger, and then Elliot just grabs the thing of mustard and just goes,
It's a hot dog.
and then he goes, I swear it was a burger.
It's a hot dog.
Okay, maybe it was a hot, I don't know. But
I was basically sober, I can tell you it was hot.
and he just goes, and then he goes, and just puts it all over my, and I'm just standing there, just looking, there's absolutely no expression whatsoever, and I look over and I'm like, hell yeah, bro. And then he's like, someone off screen is like, how you feeling? And I'm like, good. tis the season.
So here's the plan I had. What we've done so far is we've had one of each, and then we drink them both at the same time to get our final verdict.
Okay.
And I want to maintain that this time around, but I think after this one, when we all grab one of each, what I want to do is a blind taste test to see if we can even taste the difference.
Yeah, I can taste the difference already. And I don't know which one I like more.
This one has more flavor,
but
it's
not much.
better.
Yeah.
It's not like, I'm not like, ooh, yeah, it has almost like a metallic can flavor to it, more than anything. I feel
No, something like that creeps on the back of your throat.
yeah,
A little sweeter,
yeah.
and a little more bitter, but ever so slightly.
Have you ever had pub beer?
Yeah.
The 10 barrel. It tastes like bananas. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah, something kind of pretty bad.
It's got
I
like
like
a
pub
banana
beer.
flavor. Yeah, no, it's not bad at all. Yeah, but no, it's
I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm more of a session guy.
Oh, Session's obviously better.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I
That
That's a little more expensive though.
Yeah, exactly.
It's sort of in between most craft beer and
Yeah, for sure.
That was our first episode, right? Was Session?
well, that was the dry
first
run.
episode, yeah.
Yeah.
That we got.
You guys should do Steel Reserve. Let's do Steel Reserve and OE.
I was gonna say malt liquor.
Everything's on the table.
Okay.
We want to drink every beer ever made ever.
We
That's our
gotta do
plan.
a
All of them.
bum beer episode though for sure. Just like high gravity, like Schlitz, fucking like Mad Dog, or no, yeah, just all the nasty fucking.
Or like the fortified wine.
Yeah, we don't even have to.
Wine,
We don't
yeah.
even have to stick to beer. We can do special episodes where it's just.
Well, I mean, if we're doing that, I can't drive here.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, gambling, I don't know.
Yeah.
Man. If, like, Russian roulette, if it didn't kill you, would be great for
Russian
like a
roulette.
great segment.
Well, do you still have the Nerf one?
No, you gotta use a real gun.
No.
You
That's
are
some pussy
No,
shit.
we can just do the Nerf ones.
No.
Yeah, with a thumbtack. in
No, a real gun.
No.
Real gun
Nerf.
with, I don't know, like a blank.
Just don't put it against
Yeah,
you.
the
just
blade
hold it
was
right there.
Blows a hole right through. Not if you hold it out here, then you're fine.
it. Well, I'm
You can't
telling
hold
you,
it against your head.
if we
You
took
can't. You're a
Nerf-
grown man. It's a Nerf gun.
If we took,
Come on.
I'm telling you, if we ripped the suction cup off and put a thumbtack in the end, it would stick into the side of your head. That would be funny. You could. It would. I guarantee. I guarantee it would.
This just sounds. See, I think the only reason he doesn't want to use real guns is he's afraid we're going to Alec Baldwin his ass.
I don't want to get fucking whatever her name was.
Oops, that was the clip that didn't have play.
Yeah, Trump could go and shoot someone on Fifth Avenue and no one would do anything, but Alec Baldwin can't.
We were learning that. Yeah. No. I mean.
You're just rich and white enough.
Yeah. Well, no, he's just not as funny as Trump is.
Yeah. It's
To be honest, he's not as charismatic.
30 Rock. Yeah. Didn't do much for him.
Wait, Trump shot a guy too?
No, Trump joked about saying he could go out on Fifth Avenue and shoot someone and like no one could do anything. And he's probably right.
That's funny. Oh, yeah. 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 That's what we should do.
Yeah,
Well,
I think bring the death threat segment to life.
It's okay, death threats and mostly terrible
shit
beer.
beer. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the name of the thing could be. Death threats and shit beer. There you go. Boom.
It's not a bad idea. Actually, so we keep trying to come up with names here because, like an asshole, I just thought I'd rip off Top Gear and call it Top Beer. But it turns out there's another
taken.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know. This is another great example of how little I know about the internet and how it works.
Yeah.
I just searched that on YouTube and nothing came up.
Yeah.
And then I figured out only after I'd posted the first one that if you click on the search bar, you can search for channels. Because channels that have made 4 videos don't pop up particularly quick. So if you scroll through it for 20 seconds and go, it doesn't exist, that might not be the case. So now we have to think of another name, and I can't think of anything I really like. But
Death threats and cheap beer.
yeah, that one's not bad. We might have to. That's the name of the thing.
You're roll out. I don't know. I don't know how to legally do death threats. If this gets any traction, it'll immediately get shut down.
We need to talk to legal.
Well, see, the funny thing is if we start doing a death threat segment, I think that would immediately get us more traction. It'd be more interesting.
Parody. Bill Gates is a worm who deserves to be crushed.
We would have to
by the heel of this state.
There you go. Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah. I wonder if you could get in trouble for that.
What? Just calling somebody a bundle of sticks?
You bundle of sticks.
I don't think you could now.
You
but
silly bundle of sticks.
If that gets traction, yes, you could.
Yeah,
definitely.
true. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah.
Or you single cigarette.
Yeah, exactly.
In England.
You English cigarette.
Yeah.
But just the one, not a whole pack.
Just the one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Stick a fag in my mouth.
Oh, you know what I've been watching recently or listening to recently is voicemails Mel Gibson left to his ex-wife.
Oh my.
Fucking great. Yeah, he's fucking insane, and that voicemail is hilarious because like he's just like at one point he's just like, "Fuck you, I hate you, I deserve to be blown." Like, he just talks about how he could get his wife's friends to suck his dick anytime he wanted. It's insane.
Blow.
And on top of this guy's like a devout Catholic.
Oh my god, dude.
Well, that actually tracks pretty well.
Yeah, that's fitting.
Yeah, he has a forgiveness mechanism, so he can go off and say a bunch of horrible shit and be like,
Father.
"Give me Father for I've sinned."
That's
That's how
kind of
Richard
funny.
Nixon taped himself. There's all the recordings of him on tape. Yeah, that's how Watergate happened. He was taping himself, and he was like, "I shouldn't have those guys breaking the Watergate Hotel," or whatever. There's lots of wild shit of him on tape, talking about how Indian women are the least attractive women in the world, and he doesn't understand how they reproduce, and then him incriminating himself. I was thinking a podcast of that. I get my Nixon impression down, get someone who can do a Kissinger, and just say "Wow." As Richard Nixon.
with just the comical Halloween masks you might.
No, just audio. Just wow.
Okay.
That's how the Nixon tapes are. Just pretend to be Nixon, have someone be Kissinger.
Now it's time for Nixon Tape Archives.
But you should
National Presidential Library.
You should actually directly quote him a lot of the time, and then the fun thing for your fans could be what did he actually say and what didn't he say, and they can try and figure
No, I
it
think
out.
it'd be funnier just to riff. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to keep a lot of this.
No, this one's just gonna. This one's already a little bit chaos, but that's all right. That's all right.
Little bit chaos.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could. What are other segments? I don't know. Fucking. Yeah. What's another segment you can have? You need some kind of structure
Yeah.
to spice it up.
I'm picturing an explosive cutaway, now it's time for, and then the name, the title screen, but I can't think of what the one
It would be old women who were probably hot when they were young.
Yeah.
God, that is a fun game to play. I've done that with my cousin.
Yeah,
and
Judge Judy.
Just walking.
Probably a dime.
Wait, what?
Judge Judy. You've done that with your
I was wait.
No, just walking through
done
whenever.
the devil's threesome
I know
with your
you're
cousin.
No.
Yeah, I know you guys are a bunch of libertine
He's
perverts.
German, but
But
no, when
that's
we be
disgusting.
walking,
It's
when
your
we be
cousin.
walking through downtown, just going on pub crawls. That was one of the things we do for bar to bar. Is just pick out random old women and go, okay, what do you think? Back in the day, all the time. It's a great, great
on my
time.
own in my head.
Yeah, it's even more fun when you get other people involved. You get a second opinion.
Yeah, that's a good. Like, I think Judge Judy, Joe Biden's wife is probably a dime.
I honestly think you guys don't have to if you don't want to, but I think we should do. We'll drink them both at the same time to nail it down. But
we should do 2 at the same time.
I seriously think we should do a blind taste test, see if we can actually tell the difference.
Yeah, let's do it. How are we going to blind ourselves?
I'm
Get
literally
over here. Open
Yeah.
your eyes.
No, I was thinking we'll get some little like whiskey glasses, right? And then one at a time, you just go around the corner. The other two pour the beer. They're going to look exactly the same, I guarantee it. And then,
that works. That works.
Just come
Okay,
back.
yeah,
So
let's
let's just grab our beers. But before we start drinking,
We're
let's
gonna take a
do-
leak.
All right, you do that. And we'll get stuff. So because someone by the name of Michael fucked up, we just lost a little bit of footage there, but that's all right. So I just attempted to taste both the blind taste test, both the Budweiser and the Coors, and tell them apart, and I got it right, but
He did.
barely. It was totally hit or miss. You can hardly tell.
I mean, these are so it's my turn now. These are literally identical, and I picked them up and I put them down on the same. So you guys remember which one switched?
Yep.
Okay.
Unless you flipped them.
No, I put it
Okay.
back. Coors, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Damn.
it tastes way more corny.
I think you
Way
might be
more
better at
corny.
tasting shit than I am.
This is way more corny. This one has like a dirty flavor to it. It's like
That dirty flavor. It's filthy.
like it's got like a funk. Like seriously, this has more of like a crisp.
Bud, wasn't it?
Yeah, this has more like a crisp, like corn, like clean, almost no flavor, but like a little bit of hint of corn. This has like a funk to it, like a little funky.
Tad, you ready? It's a good thing he remembered which was which, because I had honestly almost forgotten. I had to play it back in my head. Oh, what? 'Cause we read a bunch of this?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. It was
Fuck yeah, no, that's definitely like Coors though for sure.
All right. Alrighty then.
Rudy's was better though. Rudy, I'm sorry I fucked everything up, but it wouldn't have been a show if I didn't fuck something up. So. I think I still have the video of us blowing out the flaming shots with Grant, so that's fun.
I don't know why.
Yeah. All right, man.
Wait,
Yeah, I remember.
God, they do look exactly the
They
same.
look identical.
It's ridiculous.
All right, which one's which, man? I know. Okay, look, there's no, really no hints.
Well, that one's lighter than the other one.
It's slightly lighter.
Without tasting the other one, I'm saying this is Budweiser.
Has your opinion changed?
Not really.
So you think that's what it
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Man,
Sorry.
you guys are on top of it.
3 for 3 though, yeah. No, because there is a noticeable difference. This is way more like corn. I would say way more like granular. And by that I mean it tastes
Well, I'll say this for Budweiser. So
say it.
they actually use relatively high quality ingredients.
What is it? What? What does that even mean?
Well, they use rice,
That's not high quality.
which is not
Why would? Are you supposed to put rice in beer?
Yeah,
not
what
according
is
to
that,
the
Asian
Germans,
beers?
but
Like, what's that?
it's better than corn syrup, which I know some
Yes,
some
so.
breweries will put
Yes,
there.
so.
So it's not all malted barley, but it is just barley malt, rice, and hops. And if I can bore you guys with just a little bit of history,
Please.
there's a reason. Now, an American lager, every single one of them has. God damn it! I was gonna say. Now, American beers, the American lager, they all have what they call adjunct grains in them, and what adjunct grains are is anything that isn't malted barley. And usually it's processed corn, and also in the case of Budweiser, rice is common. Now the original reason that they did this was German brewers, Germans in America trying to replicate German beer. The problem was the only barley we had in America at the time, because it was the only stuff that grew here, was 2-row barley malt, or 6-row barley malt. And
what does that mean?
well, I'm getting to it.
There's the difference. There's
the
four
difference.
more rows.
The difference between the two is 2-row has just on the stalk. It's just got 2 kernels aside, and 6-row has it's like they're surrounding the stalk. But the problem is 6-row barley malt has more protein, and the protein it gives the beer a bit of a haze, and it also adds more flavors to it, more off flavors. So brewers in Europe, they only ever use 2-row barley malt. It's also the barley that grows good over there, and so the brewers, they don't like to use the 6-row because of this higher amount of protein. It leaves weird flavors in the beer, and it makes the beer cloudy. And so there were Germans trying to replicate the crisp, clean, clear German lagers and pilsners, but they couldn't do it with the ingredients they had available to them. And so they started adding things like rice, so they didn't have to use as much barley malt. And that was the original reason that they used these, as they call them, adjunct grains.
I didn't know that.
And then, of course, the other thing that does is it increases alcohol content without actually increasing flavor or body of the beer. So that's why American beer... And beer was probably a lot more flavorful before the Great Depression and Prohibition. But those two things really fucked us in our beer diversity here. So up until the craft thing kicked it off, like most of the breweries had died.
Yeah.
And they were brewing beer that was, appealing to a mass market. So the lighter the flavor, because we don't like this as much because we all like beer, but if you don't like beer, this is going to be easier to drink than any craft beer.
Yeah.
Because it's like literally just has less flavor.
It's like beyond beer. It's like
impossible beer.
Yeah.
Impossible beer. Yeah, exactly. No, but seriously, try drinking both at the same time, and it tastes good.
I'm not gonna do that.
No, it tastes better. It tastes better than by itself. I swear to God.
So I had an idea. Say I take your advice, right?
Yeah.
Get a tender
I've
thing
been
again.
around the block there. There's nothing wrong with it.
To be hilarious about it, get a Tinder profile, right?
Mm-hmm.
And make everything like old-timey sea captain themed. Like, get a picture of me. I have to rent a sailboat. Get a picture of me on a sailboat. That's the only picture.
Get a picture of you in front of a lighthouse. Get a picture of you.
You gotta make an oceanic theme, dude.
On a dog.
Yeah.
With a sweater and a
Hold
dog and a
hold
pipe.
the crab. Be like, yeah, you won't catch crabs for me, lassie.
You need a corn
yeah,
cob pipe.
There you go, yeah.
The
A
only
picture of you,
thing in the description is "Thar she blows."
Yeah, there you go. Oh,
Yeah.
just catch a whale. Oh,
Yeah.
I see where you're going. Man. Oh, the white whale.
I'll just start calling my penis the harpoon.
Yeah, there you go.
And you put your name on there as Ahab.
Yeah, there you go. I'm here to catch whales.
Whoever the sailor was in Moby Dick, that'll
That's
just be like,
Ahab. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's not well read.
I mean, I haven't read Moby Dick either, but I know his name.
Yeah, so we're gonna have about 7.5 minutes for this episode.
Like maybe 7:45. Yeah, no. Oh my god.
You can keep the death threat in if you like put in front of like this is a joke.
No, that's
it.
That's
You
something.
said
That's stuff for like a different.
I think death threats are good.
That's
I think death threats
Quote
are
of the day.
Yeah.
Quote of the
I think
day.
death threats are
something for-
good. It keeps people on their toes.
That's something for a different type of podcast, which I'm open to doing, just like an audio thing.
No, man. Death threats for the beer podcast. That's how you keep it interesting. Because us being like, yeah, they kind of taste the same. It's like, that's not enough. You need a death threat in there. You need an old bitch who used to be
That's
hot.
also
You need a fat
No,
person
I
who
like
used to push
shout out to
old people who used to be hot. That's a good one. That's a keeper
No,
right
death
there.
threats, come on.
What if we could have Betty White on our podcast?
Oh, damn, dude.
Fly her out. Be like, I will buy you a fucking economy seat on Delta Airlines.
There's no way we get that Betty White. She's the jewel.
What if we ran a train on Betty White?
It was disgusting. I'd never do that.
Oh,
So,
come on,
Betty
man.
White. She doesn't deserve that. She is too pure.
Okay,
She's out of our league. By the way.
Yeah, like you. No. Beyond
Like
that,
you
beyond that, they'd be like.
I'm sorry, Betty White. You're
That'd be like fucking like
a
an
unicorn.
endangered species. You know, it's just wrong.
Just break her back on that.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just
literally.
not okay. No one should fuck Betty White ever. It's not okay. She's too pure.
You
She's
can't
too
take it
nice.
out of the box. Yeah,
It's like using the Constitution as a fat finger.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can't do that. It should be illegal
Oh my god.
because she doesn't deserve that.
No.
She's too good.
No, yeah, she's too good.
You gotta keep the death threats in, man.
Yeah, no fucking Betty White death threats. And yes.
You can keep fucking Betty White. I mean, Betty White, another old broad who would have been hot.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up.
Yeah,
It wasn't completely out
Yeah,
of
have you seen the
nowhere.
picture? She was like a reporter from News.
Yeah, she was cute.
Like, she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Well,
You know what? I think I'm also leaning Budweiser.
yeah,
This is
just
just
a better
corn
beer.
water, and this is just a little bit more.
it's corn water with a little bit of pizzazz.
Oh lord! All right, let's take some ivermectin.
That's a good way to end
Right,
the
we're all gonna take, but it's only for 100-pound dogs. So
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. So I mean, this is
We'll have to double the dose.
Yeah, let's take 2 each. Yeah.
so this is not followed our usual format, but
Yeah, needless to say.
For the record, I wasn't aware of the usual format.
that is true. We did not inform him. It just kind of went off the rails there a wee bit. It's also is partly just because the beers were so bland. We didn't know how to describe it because the last 2 times we spent so much time just talking about the beers because they were interesting and flavorful.
Yeah.
And this time it's just like we all drank it. It's like I don't even know what to call that.
Yeah. It's,
But-
it's a flavor.
I like Tad's.
One flavor.
I think Tad's description is the best. It's corn water for the Coors Banquet.
I said
And
that.
You definitely.
no, hold on. I mean,
Okay,
you
no,
started
no,
with the
no.
corn water.
I said corn water, motherfucker.
Michael, corn water,
Thank you.
trademark. Michael, I shouldn't say your last name.
Michael.
Michael, definitely not.
It's
Don't worry, I can edit
I
that.
never use math.
Yeah, he said the corn water, but what you said, so the Coors is corn water. The Budweiser is corn water with just a bit of pizzazz.
Yep. Funky.
That's I think that's about as accurate as we can describe the two.
True that.
So.
What are all these notes that you wrote down?
Oh, that was information on beer.
You should read all these notes.
Well, I already went on about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's information on beer, but because of last time, the way I just went on and on, I thought I should add notes.
And before we end things off, folks, I'd like to say one thing to you. Call up your local congressman and demand he be crucified. A little Roman acupuncture goes a long way.
It does. It does. That's very true. That's very true.
All right.